Chosen one. Someone is about to get jumped, and the entire community has turned on each other because of you. Your spiritual elevation just triggered the most savage implosion this realm has ever witnessed, and these people are tearing each other apart in the most spectacular display of cosmic justice you could ever imagine. The universe orchestrated this whole situation to show you exactly how powerful you really are. You activated your soul mission, not partially, not halfway, completely. Every cell in your being aligned with your divine purpose, and the shift was so powerful, it sent shockwaves through dimensions you didn't even know existed. You consciously pulled your energy back from every toxic person, every draining situation, every parasitic relationship that had been feeding off your light. Your spiritual elevation became their worst nightmare. You transformed into what they fear most, someone who cannot be manipulated, controlled, or brought down to their level. Your high vibration is now the biggest conflict in their entire operation, because you disrupted everything they built. You became what they call untouchable vibing high, operating at such pure frequency that their low-level tactics bounce off you like water off glass. Every morning you wake up more aligned with your purpose, more connected to your truth, more immune to their manipulation. They watch in horror as you become increasingly unreachable, the most beautiful part. You didn't do this to hurt them. You did this to honor yourself. You simply chose authenticity over performance, truth over comfortable lies, spiritual growth over stagnation. Your decision to love yourself genuinely created a ripple effect that shattered their entire illusion. These people had been using your energy like their personal power source. Every scheme, every manipulation, every dark operation they ran was fueled by the light they stole from you. They built their entire empire off your spiritual essence, collaborating with each other to extract every drop they could get. For months, possibly years, they've been running elaborate schemes using your energy as their battery pack. Family inheritance plots, secret financial manipulations, coordinated harassment campaigns, all powered by the spiritual electricity they siphoned from your open heart. Now that you recalled your energy, they're running on empty, their batteries are dead, their operations are collapsing. The inheritance schemes, the family secrets, the financial manipulations, everything is falling apart because their main power source just went offline. You can actually feel the shift when you pay attention. Where you once felt drained after certain interactions, you now feel energized. Where you once felt confused about people's intentions, you now see clearly. Where you once questioned your own intuition, you now trust it completely. Your energy return created a spiritual drought in their camp, while flooding you with unprecedented clarity and power. The depth of their desperation becomes crystal clear when you realize what they actually did. These people literally paid someone to relocate closer to you, not coincidentally, not naturally. They hired a professional operative and moved them into your vicinity with one specific mission: to create chaos in your life. This operative's job was weaponizing Child Protective Services against you, creating false reports, manufactured evidence, anything to destabilize your foundation and force you into survival mode. They studied you like a target, calculating every move to position themselves in your life. The level of coordination was staggering. They gave this person specific instructions: be soft, be gentle, be kind. Make yourself appear trustworthy so you can infiltrate their energy field and cause maximum damage from the inside. This wasn't random harassment. This was professional-grade psychological warfare disguised as friendship or concern. Think about the people who suddenly appeared in your life around the time your spiritual journey intensified. The neighbor who moved in and immediately started asking personal questions. The acquaintance who kept offering help you didn't need. The person who seemed to show up whenever you were having a difficult day, ready with just the right words to keep you doubting yourself. Your intuition was absolutely correct when something felt off about certain people suddenly appearing in your life. Those gut feelings were your divine protection system, warning you about manufactured connections and artificial relationships. Your spirit recognized the artificial frequency of paid operatives even when your logical mind couldn't explain the feeling. While you were elevating spiritually, someone on the inside started investigating. Deep dive research revealed fraudulent documentation, fake birth certificates obtained overseas, false identities being used for illegal activities. The scope of their criminal enterprise was massive. A masculine energy within their ranks decided to become a whistleblower, threatening to expose the entire operation. International implications surfaced, people assuming false identities, using fake documents for illegal travel, potentially preparing for identity theft operations against you. The fake birth certificate situation runs deeper than simple document fraud. Someone in their organization obtained false identification overseas, potentially to assume a completely different identity. The implications are staggering. Were they planning to steal your identity? Create false legal documents that would give them access to your finances, your children, your property. The divine masculine who discovered this information is now using it as leverage against the entire organization. He's threatening to expose not just the document fraud, but everything connected to it, the money trail, the international connections, the people who facilitated it, the intended targets. This person knows about the master plan. He has evidence of the coordination, the timeline, the specific roles each person played. He's sitting on information that could bring down the entire network, and they know it. That's why they're panicking. That's why they're turning on each other. That's why someone is about to get jumped. Your former romantic connection became their recruited asset. The person who once claimed to love you was now the new recruit they desperately regret involving. This individual is screaming, "That's my baby," while desperately trying to reach you, but they're caught in a web they helped create. The conspiracy leaders are now blackmailing this person, reminding them of every action they took before your spiritual awakening. "Don't forget what we did to win," they threaten. "Don't forget what you participated in before you decided you wanted to be spiritual." Their panic intensifies as they realize you're genuinely beyond their reach. Your transformation isn't temporary or superficial. You've actually evolved past their frequency entirely. This person thought they could play both sides. They believed they could participate in the conspiracy against you while maintaining some kind of connection to you. They expected to manipulate the situation from the inside, keeping you accessible while appearing loyal to the group. Your spiritual evolution destroyed their strategy completely. You became impossible to manipulate, impossible to access, impossible to bring down to their level. Now they're stuck between two impossible choices: stay loyal to the conspiracy and lose you forever, or betray the conspiracy and face their wrath. The Obsidian Inner Order is where you can process these difficult realizations with people who understand that some of life's most painful experiences become our greatest teachers. We don't encourage bitterness, we encourage wisdom. Your ability to see people's true character is a gift that will protect you from future betrayals. Your willingness to forgive while maintaining boundaries shows strength, not weakness. Your wisdom was earned through experience, not given freely. Connect with people who value truth. Join the Obsidian Inner Order. Link in the description. Desperation breeds imitation. Your former connection is now attempting to mirror your authentic spiritual practices, putting on a performance of enlightenment that fools absolutely nobody who operates at genuine frequency. They're using your language, talking about self-love, big faith energy, spiritual growth. They're copying your vocabulary, imitating your practices, trying to present themselves as a divine masculine or feminine who's ready for reunion. The performance is elaborate and calculated. The fatal flaw in their strategy reveals itself immediately. You cannot decide overnight to become spiritually evolved. You cannot skip the accountability phase and jump straight to enlightenment. You cannot bypass the inner work and expect authentic transformation. Watch this person suddenly start using phrases like, "I'm focusing on loving myself first," or "I'm having big faith in the divine process." They're mimicking the exact words you've used, the concepts you've shared, the spiritual practices you've adopted. They think they can fake their way back into your energy by speaking your language. The performance becomes obvious because they skip the crucial steps. Real spiritual growth requires accountability for past actions. It demands honest self-reflection. It involves facing uncomfortable truths about yourself and making genuine changes. They want the results without doing the work. They're hoping you'll see their spiritual performance and think, oh, they've changed. They're on a spiritual path now. Maybe we can reconnect. They're counting on your compassionate nature to override your discernment. They're betting that your desire for their growth will make you ignore the fact that their growth is fake. Their love spells and manipulation tactics are now backfiring spectacularly. Every attempt to influence you spiritually is returning to sender with amplified force. Their obsession masquerading as love becomes obvious to everyone watching this unfold. They're attempting confusion spells, trying to cloud your judgment and make you question your discernment. These desperate magical efforts reveal the depth of their spiritual bankruptcy. They're throwing everything they have at someone who operates beyond their dimensional reach. Your clarity acts like a spiritual mirror, reflecting their true intentions back to them with uncomfortable precision. Their spiritual bypassing becomes transparent. Their manipulation tactics expose themselves. Their artificial connection reveals its emptiness. The love spells they cast are now working against them. Instead of making you think about them obsessively, they're the ones who cannot stop thinking about you. Instead of making you miss them desperately, they're the ones experiencing desperate longing. Instead of making you reach out to them, they're the ones compulsively trying to contact you. They're experiencing the return to sender effect in real time. Every manipulation they attempted is now happening to them. Every emotion they tried to force you to feel is now consuming them. Every spiritual attack they launched is now attacking their own energy field. The intensity escalates as they realize their standard manipulation tactics have zero effect on you. They launch into full spiritual warfare mode, attempting direct energetic attacks on your life force. Some of these attacks aim for literal physical harm. Others target your emotional center, attempting to create trauma that would lower your vibration back to their accessible frequency. They're throwing every dark practice they know at someone who has divine protection. Death energy surrounds the perpetrators of these attacks. The spiritual consequences for attempting to harm a chosen one on their authentic path create serious repercussions in their own lives. Their own negative energy begins consuming them from within. These people are literally attempting to stop your heart from beating, not metaphorically, not symbolically. They are using focused intention and dark magical practices to try to cause you to have a heart attack. The level of evil required to attempt murdering someone through spiritual means reveals exactly who you're dealing with. They're also targeting your emotional heart space, trying to create such devastating heartbreak that you'll drop your vibration and become accessible to their manipulation again. They want you heartbroken, hopeless, and spiritually compromised so they can swoop in with false comfort and regain control. The spiritual attacks come in waves. You might notice unexplained chest pains, sudden anxiety attacks, or overwhelming sadness that doesn't match your actual circumstances. These are not your emotions or physical symptoms. They're energetic attacks being thrown at you by people who want you dead or devastated. Your high vibration creates automatic protection against these attacks, but the fact that they're attempting them reveals their true nature. These are not people who love you. These are not people who want your highest good. These are people who would literally rather see you dead than see you free. The conspiracy extends beyond romantic connections into family systems. In-laws, extended family members, family friends, an entire network of people who collaborated to use family pressure and manipulation against you. Multiple generations participated in attempts to guilt you, shame you, or pressure you back into their dysfunctional patterns. They weaponized family loyalty, cultural expectations, and emotional manipulation to try breaking your spiritual boundaries. Your ability to maintain distance from toxic family dynamics while they escalated their pressure represents mastery-level boundary setting. You refuse to continue generational patterns of dysfunction, standing firm against decades of established manipulation tactics. The family involvement runs deeper than you initially realized. In-laws who seemed supportive were actually gathering information about you. Extended family members who appeared caring were actually reporting your activities back to the conspiracy. Family friends who offered help were actually positioned to create problems. The generational aspect is crucial to understand. These patterns of manipulation, control, and energy theft have been passed down through family lines for decades, possibly generations. You choosing to break these patterns threatens the entire family system that relies on dysfunction to maintain control. Your refusal to participate in family drama, your boundaries around toxic relatives, your insistence on healthy communication, all of this disrupted a carefully maintained system of control and manipulation that multiple generations had participated in. The most satisfying part of this entire situation begins now. Their conspiracy starts eating itself alive from the inside. Honor among thieves completely collapses. Every member of their organization begins wanting revenge on every other member. The loyalty they expected from each other dissolves into circular betrayal and mutual destruction. Everyone starts threatening to expose everyone else's secrets. The same people who collaborated against you are now at each other's throats, using the same manipulation tactics on each other that they used against you. The irony is absolutely perfect. You get to observe this chaos from your elevated, protected position while they tear each other apart. The universe is handling the justice system for you while you continue focusing on your spiritual mission. The internal warfare is vicious and personal. They're threatening to expose each other's secrets to family members. They're threatening to tell spouses about affairs. They're threatening to reveal financial crimes to authorities. They're threatening to expose fake documents to immigration services. The person who was supposed to relocate near you is now being threatened by the people who hired them. The person who created fake documents is now being blackmailed by the people who used them. The person who cast spells is now being targeted by the people who benefited from them. An informant emerges from within their ranks. Someone has been systematically collecting evidence of their illegal activities, the harassment campaigns, the document fraud, the coordinated stalking, the financial crimes connected to inheritance manipulation. Law enforcement becomes involved as evidence mounts. The scope of their criminal enterprise attracts serious legal attention. People who thought they were playing spiritual games realize they've been participating in actual crimes with real-world consequences. Your vindication approaches as the truth about their actions against you comes to light through official channels. The universe is ensuring that justice manifests through multiple dimensions simultaneously. The informant has been recording conversations. They have text message evidence. They have financial records showing payments for illegal services. They have documentation proving the coordination and planning of crimes against you. Law enforcement agencies are now building cases against multiple members of the conspiracy. The evidence includes harassment campaigns, stalking, fraud, identity theft, conspiracy to commit crimes, and potentially attempted murder through spiritual means. The informant reveals that this conspiracy has been operating for much longer than you realized, targeting multiple people, not just you. You weren't their first victim. You were supposed to be another in a long line of people they destroyed for financial gain, family control, or personal revenge. The scope of their crimes spans multiple jurisdictions. International law enforcement becomes involved due to the fake documents and overseas activities. Financial crimes units investigate the money laundering and inheritance fraud. Domestic terrorism units examine the coordinated harassment campaigns. The most unexpected twist emerges when one of their recruited operatives starts going rogue. The person they hired and relocated to cause problems in your life begins experiencing something they never anticipated: genuine attraction to your authentic energy. This operative was supposed to be a professional disruptor, but your spiritual frequency affects even paid enemies. This individual starts breaking ranks, attempting to reach you directly instead of following their original mission. They're caught between their original loyalty to the conspiracy and their authentic attraction to the light you represent. The original conspirators respond with threats against their own operative. The same people who hired this person to harm you are now threatening to harm them for being influenced by your genuine spiritual presence. Your spiritual frequency disrupted their programming. Your authentic energy penetrated their professional detachment. Your genuine light touched something in them that they thought was permanently disconnected. This wasn't supposed to happen, and it terrifies the people who hired them. The operative begins questioning everything they were told about you. They were told you were dangerous, manipulative, deserving of harassment. They were given a false narrative that justified their actions. Your actual energy contradicts everything they were led to believe. Now this person is experiencing genuine remorse for their actions against you. They want to confess, to apologize, to warn you about what's coming. They're risking their own safety to try to protect you from the people who hired them. The conspiracy leaders are panicking because their hired operative is going rogue. They're threatening this person's family, their finances, their safety. They're reminding this person of all the illegal activities they participated in, making it clear that confession means self-incrimination. Your former romantic connection launches a desperate apology tour, wanting to confess every magical attack they participated in, every manipulation they attempted, every scheme they were part of. They want to expose the master manipulator who orchestrated the behind-the-scenes operations. They know that you know what they've been doing, and the weight of that awareness is crushing their ability to function normally. The timing of their confession makes genuine reconciliation impossible. Too much damage has been done, too many lines have been crossed, too many sacred boundaries have been violated. Their apologies feel like another manipulation tactic rather than authentic accountability. Your standards have evolved beyond accepting performative apologies. You require real accountability, genuine transformation, and consistent evidence of change over time, none of which they can provide. This person is desperate to confess about the master magician behind everything. They want to tell you who really orchestrated the attacks against you, who planned the harassment, who coordinated the family involvement, who provided the resources for the illegal activities. They're hoping that information will somehow buy them forgiveness or access back into your life. They think that betraying their conspirators will prove their loyalty to you. They don't understand that their participation in the conspiracy against you already revealed everything you needed to know about their character. The apology campaign includes promises of changed behavior, declarations of love, claims of spiritual awakening, and offers to cut ties with the conspiracy. All of it rings hollow because it's motivated by self-interest rather than genuine accountability. The situation reaches critical mass as legal authorities prepare to intervene in their criminal enterprise. Law enforcement coordination begins around their organization. The informant provides authorities with comprehensive evidence of crimes spanning multiple jurisdictions and involving numerous individuals. Your spiritual elevation removed you from physical danger before you even realized physical danger existed. Your high vibration created a protective buffer that kept you away from the worst aspects of their criminal activities. Evidence emerges of energy theft, financial fraud, harassment campaigns, document fraud, identity crimes, and coordinated stalking operations. The scope of illegal activity extends far beyond what you initially realized. The raids are being planned for multiple locations simultaneously. Law enforcement agencies are coordinating to arrest multiple conspirators at the same time, preventing them from warning each other or destroying evidence. Search warrants are being prepared for homes, businesses, storage units, and digital devices. Financial records are being subpoenaed. Communication records are being analyzed. International cooperation is being coordinated for the overseas aspects of their crimes. You're being protected throughout this process. Law enforcement is ensuring your safety and privacy while they build their cases. You may never know the full extent of what was planned against you, and that's intentional. You're being shielded from information that could traumatize you or put you in danger. Your former connection attempts one last leap of faith to reconnect with you. They're hoping to press a restart button on your relationship without taking genuine accountability for their participation in the conspiracy against you. Your response demonstrates the wisdom your spiritual journey has cultivated. You tell them to do the actual inner work. No shortcuts exist to genuine relationship after the level of betrayal and deception that occurred. You deliver the message that they need to save themselves. You cannot and will not teach someone how to love authentically after they participated in a conspiracy to destroy your life. Some bridges cannot and should not be rebuilt. This person is approaching you with the energy of "teach me how to love." They want you to guide them through their healing process, to show them how to be authentic, to help them become the person they should have been all along. Your response is crystal clear. Save yourself. Do your own inner work. Face your own shadows. Take accountability for your own actions. Heal your own wounds. Learn to love yourself authentically before you try to love anyone else. You refuse to become their spiritual teacher after they participated in spiritual warfare against you. You refuse to become their healer after they participated in attempts to harm you. You refuse to become their guide after they participated in efforts to lead you astray. The missed opportunity energy surrounds this situation. They had the chance to be authentic with you from the beginning. They had the opportunity to love you genuinely instead of manipulating you strategically. They had the possibility of growing spiritually alongside you instead of fighting against your growth. All of those opportunities are gone now, not because you're unwilling to forgive, but because trust cannot be rebuilt after betrayal of this magnitude. Not because you don't believe in redemption, but because redemption requires genuine accountability that they're incapable of providing. The dust begins settling as their organization completely implodes and your victory becomes undeniable. You maintain your elevated perspective while their world falls apart around them. Your energy frequency makes their drama completely irrelevant to your reality. You exist on a plane they cannot access or affect. Their conflict becomes obsolete to your experience because your vibration creates a natural barrier between their chaos and your peace. You achieve the ultimate protection, complete irrelevance to their dysfunction. You watch from your elevated position as they destroy each other. The same energy they directed toward you is now consuming them from within. The same manipulation tactics they used against you are now being used against each other. The same spiritual attacks they sent toward you are now ricocheting between them. You successfully complete a major life cycle that involved breaking free from complex manipulation, criminal conspiracy, and energetic vampirism. Your energy sovereignty is fully established and protected. You maintain your elevated frequency despite every attempt to bring you down to their level. Your victory was achieved through spiritual evolution rather than engaging in their low-frequency battles. You realize complete liberation from manipulation, false magic, and toxic entanglements. Your freedom is absolute, permanent, and protected by the spiritual mastery you've developed. Your new chapter begins with unprecedented clarity about who you are and what you deserve. You understand your value, your power, and your protection in ways you never did before. You recognize manipulation immediately and reject it automatically. The relationships in your new chapter will be built on authentic foundation. People will be drawn to you for genuine reasons, not ulterior motives. The connections you form will enhance your energy rather than drain it. Your spiritual practices become even more powerful as you integrate the lessons from this experience. Your discernment becomes laser sharp, your boundaries become unshakable, your self-love becomes unquestionable, 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 your self-love becomes unquestionable. Your journey reveals universal principles that every chosen one must understand and master. Everything is energy, and energy can be wielded for creation or destruction, healing or harm, love or manipulation. The difference lies entirely in the consciousness of the person directing that energy. Understanding how love energy can be twisted for control purposes protects you from future manipulation attempts. You learn to distinguish authentic love from emotional manipulation with perfect accuracy. Your mastery involves using your divine gifts for authentic service and genuine light, rather than personal gain or ego satisfaction. Your spiritual immune system develops to automatically protect against dark magic and negative influence. The most important lesson from your experience is that divine energy always has limitations when it's used for harmful purposes. Even people with spiritual gifts cannot maintain dark practices indefinitely without consequences. The universe has built-in protection mechanisms for chosen ones who stay aligned with their authentic path. Love-based manipulation is still manipulation. Someone can use love energy to try to control, guilt, or pressure you, and it's still a violation of your free will. Your ability to recognize and reject love-based manipulation protects you from future spiritual abuse. Your divine gifts become stronger when they're used authentically. Every time you choose truth over comfortable lies, every time you choose growth over stagnation, every time you choose love over fear, your spiritual power increases exponentially. Patience and humor become your primary responses to their chaos. Watching their organization implode becomes entertainment rather than emotional investment. Your energy frequency determines every aspect of your life experience. Maintaining high vibration creates experiences that match that frequency, while automatically repelling lower frequency situations and people. Victory means success through elevation rather than engagement with lower energies. The highest win involves becoming completely irrelevant to drama and dysfunction. The universe will always protect chosen ones who stay aligned with their authentic mission. Your spiritual evolution is your greatest weapon against any conspiracy, manipulation, or attack. Your commitment to growth is your ultimate shield against any form of spiritual warfare. Your story demonstrates that chosen ones possess natural protection when they align with their authentic spiritual mission. Your elevation disrupts every conspiracy against you. Your energy recall collapses their operations, and your continued growth ensures permanent freedom from their influence. The universe orchestrated your victory before you even realized you were in a battle. Your spiritual awakening was the only weapon you needed, and your commitment to authenticity was the only strategy required. Keep rising, chosen one. Your elevation is their destruction, and your freedom is absolute. Your journey from target to untouchable proves that authentic spiritual growth provides the ultimate protection against any form of darkness. Your victory belongs to every chosen one who chooses authenticity over performance, truth over manipulation, and love over fear. Your story continues with unlimited potential, divine protection, and absolute freedom. You have graduated from every test they created for you, and you are ready for the magnificent chapter that awaits.